Hey guys, I'm actually working on making my videos a little bit shorter, not super short, and but just a little bit getting the point across without talking forever. So what we're talking about today was going to be time management, kind of what I do to structure my day and make everything work. And actually, it's not like I always had this figured out and I just have all the answers, and no, I don't, obviously. And I'm still finding out what works, and what I can do differently to make things run more smoothly. And I probably won't have it all figured out at all until my 3 boys have left home. That's just probably how it's going to be. But it's kind of fun finding things that help make your life easier for sure. And the biggest thing that whenever somebody wrote and asked me to do a video on this, the biggest thing that stood out to me was that I kind of turned minimalistic. And I was reading blogs on simplicity, simplistic living, living with less and learning to live with less, and valuing the quality of life over things. And so that's exactly what I did. I kind of cleaned out my closets, it started with my closets, and I moved on until my entire house was minimalized, which means that I pretty much live with what I use. And if I don't use it and it's serving no purpose, usually I don't keep it unless it's something, a gift that has some meaning to me. But even then, I don't collect a lot of things around my house. I even went through and photographs that caused me pain, or anything negative that brought a negative feeling with it, I disposed of, because I didn't want to be. It was something that I learned, and it was just like, it comes from focusing on what brings meaning to your life. So by learning to live with less and wanting to live with less, it upped the quality of what I do still possess, and it meant more to me. And it's way easier to clean. I mean, to be honest, if your house is not super cluttered and taken up with a bunch of stuff that you don't use, and you're just hoarding, it's so much easier to maintain. And so I find that it works really well for us. My husband is at work a lot, so he's not even like here much during the day, and so it's super easy for me to maintain and keep clean with all the boys. I mean, I'm always taking a broom and mopping and things like that, just because tracking through the house in and out. We take our shoes off, so that eliminates a lot of the dirt problem and the house getting as dirty. I pretty much have everything done early in the morning, like when I get up, because I did everything later at night when the boys go to bed. I finish my cleaning, my dishes, my laundry. The next day I get them ready, their stuff ready for school. So when I get up in the morning, I can pretty much, I have some quiet time, and I sit and I kind of meditate a little bit. I think about that day coming up. I think about, I drink my coffee, and I kind of just think and plan for that day, and make a conscious effort to be grateful and thankful for everything that I have, to start my day off on a positive note, to maybe chat a bit with some of my closest friends, to say a prayer, to just really savor the quiet, because I enjoy it. I've always enjoyed quiet time. So that, normally that's how I start my day, and it really will work a good thing. It kind of cuts down on the feelings of negativity that so quickly creep up, and being overwhelmed when you have like as many kids as I do. It can be overwhelming, and so those things are important to me. I've learned that they're really important to maintain some structure. And so that's kind of how I do. I wake up early, and then I try to get a workout in. If I get up early enough, it's always possible I can get a workout in. And then if it doesn't happen, I usually lately don't get it in until later in the evening, just because my baby's into everything. So he doesn't sleep much, and he's into everything. So during the day, I'm pretty much busy with him, and I'm taking the kids to school and picking them up. And I have a puppy that's like a giant bear now. So, life gets crazy during the day. So, even some of my friends have noticed, like, I'm not on the phone as much, even during the day. And I'm not on Facebook as much during the day, because it's just a really busy time here. But that's how we make it work. I even eat out of one bowl. Like, I don't have a ton of dishes and things like that. Like, I have one dish that I eat out of. I use minimum pots and pans. Our wardrobes are mix and match. Like, they're simplistic type of wardrobes. They're things that I wear all the time, over and over again, because I love them so much. And so they were a great investment. So I don't mind spending a little bit more money on an article of clothing that I'm going to wear so much. It's not like I'm wearing it one time. I won't spend a lot of money on something that I'm going to wear once. I mean, that's not how I live. So, I'll buy like 2 or 3 pairs of pants that I absolutely love on me, and that I know I'm going to just wear out. And like right now, I have 3 pair of the exact same jeans that I love. They fit me perfectly, and I wear them all the time. And so that sometimes I'll buy multiples of something that I really like. And I pretty much know now things that I repurchase over and over and what works for me. And so it's not complicated. What I'm saying is, I make it work because it's not complicated. I figure something out. Like, I'll literally stay up if I realize like something's sapping so much energy and taking up too much time. I'll stay up late one night figuring out the way it's going to be, the way I'm going to fix that problem, the way I'm going to come up with a solution to make things easier. And that's what I'll do. So, I guess the most chaotic part of my life is the day-to-day, not knowing what's going to happen with the kids. So you can't plan on some things. Things come up. That's part of it. And it's going to be that way for years to come. But what makes my life so much easier is, like, even my email, I clean it out every single day. So, like, I'm eliminating things that bog my mind down with stress. And that opens up a lot more of a sunshiny mood for me, because I'm not bogged down with all this stress. I don't live with like negative thoughts going on all the time. Like, if I've got, I talk about it, I get it over and done with. And I try to surround myself with positivity, positive people, positive thoughts, positive just environment in general, and an unstressful, decluttered, bright environment. Like in my home, it's not super fancy. It's a rental and all this stuff, but it's easy to maintain. It's easy to keep clean. It's not super expensive, our lifestyle. So it works. It works for me, and I don't feel guilty about, living like a lavish lifestyle that I can't afford. And it actually opens up a lot of extra money for us to do things like travel. And, I need a vehicle for Christmas. So we have been, just watching. And so even my puppy, he wasn't cheap, and I've wanted him my entire life. And we had the money to get him because he's almost paid off. Because, it's just like, I didn't have to have that, crazy expensive piece of furniture or something like that. I appreciate beautiful things, but like I said, I'd rather do without something than pay, just for a piece of furniture I don't really like. I would rather wait and spend a lot more money. I focus on the quality of things more than like the quantity, how much I have. So it's more about, that thing that I own, that's precious to me. I love it. I absolutely love it. And, so if I'm going to spend money on something, I'm going to make sure that I really, really love it, or I'm not going to spend money on it anymore. Because I used to be the opposite of that. And I used to, just spend on everything. And I had, I had a lot of money and I had no clue what, I would just wear one, an article of clothing once and that'd be it. And I would have paid, $50 for it. And to me, that's crazy. And I hate that I wasted that much money. So now I live, pretty simply, and I will spend more money on good food and stuff like that. But I don't need a lot of stuff to make me happy. And so there again, I want to sum it up by saying that, how do I make it all work? How do I balance, kids and mealtime? My meals are simple. They're not complicated, so they're easy to fix. They're not super expensive, but they are healthy. And let's see. And another thing too is I'm not so structured that if something comes up and my kids are out playing and stuff, and they don't want to come in, mealtime is flexible. Like when they're hungry, they eat. A lot of times I have them eat outside. If they're playing, they'll just eat outside, and then I don't have to clean up. So, there's things that you can do. Like all summer, I was always at the park or whatever, and they would just eat there. And then you don't have a mess to clean up. So I'm not one to, make things difficult for myself. I'm big on teaching the kids to be self-sufficient and to learn to do things for themselves. I'm not going to be the mommy that's, constantly holding their hand through everything. They're boys. They need to learn to do things and think on their own. And, I'll be there to guide them and their daddy. But, I want to raise sons that are responsible and mature and, they can stand on their own 2 feet. Not coddled, not baby. They're going to work, when they're old enough to work. I want them to, work and, get a decent job and, pay for their gas and things like that. So, I want to just, keep it, a lot of times when you think of families decades ago, they weren't complicated. They had morals, they were pretty fascinating people usually, but they just weren't so high tech or super complicated or anything like that. And so I always just go back to, thinking about things in a very simplistic way. And I always tell myself, you're overcomplicating this. This isn't complicated. You're making it complicated, because for all of time, families have been raising kids, and it just seems like in this day and age, things are so complicated, and they don't need to be. So that's pretty much all that I wanted to touch on in this video. And if you have further questions about it, or you were thinking of something completely different, let me know, and I'll do another video on it, and I'll try to address you in a way that answers your questions better. But this is kind of me just talking about how I make things work and what made that easier for me. And I read a lot of Zen blogs and things like that, and minimalism and simplistic living. And if you would like me to share some of those with you, I'd be happy to. So, and something I found, I'm so excited to try it. Let me know if any of you have tried this. It's the L'Oreal shampoo. I heard really good things about it recently. And I've been using like my regular Victoria's Secret, whatever, So Sexy, hydrating one, I think. And I heard that this shampoo is some kind of miracle shampoo. It's like crazy. It's not very much, but it's crazy good. Like it's supposed to, like, there's one of my friends said that she had a shampoo, I forget, and they make this one also, so they probably the same ingredients are in it, but she said that shampoo and the whole hair thing was like $200 and some. And one day she like went out and she found this one. And then it's got like a lot of the same ingredients and it's made by the same company. But she said she likes this one better. And I just picked it up at Kroger for like, it was on sale for like $5 something. Normally it's like $7 something. So I am so excited to try it. I'm going to try it tomorrow. And another thing, I'm thinking about not going blonder because I was supposed to go back in like 2 weeks and get more highlights put in my hair. And I kind of liked it at first, but to be honest, my roots are also super dark and my eyebrows and everything. Like, I think I was actually liking my hair a little bit better, natural, like a little darker. And with winter coming up and stuff, I'm just not feeling it. Like, I like it, and he did an excellent job. He did exactly what I wanted him to do. But I'm thinking about just putting in some more dark and like a little brown throughout. So let me know what you think. I'm probably going to do it tomorrow myself, and just, I've always done that. And just kind of, it just, once it starts growing out, the roots and stuff, it starts being very obvious that my hair is lightened, and it's harder to maintain at that point. So then you go through like 3-4 weeks of looking a little strange with your roots and stuff. So, and plus my complexion, I think it looks a little bit better with more dark in my hair. So anyway, that's just a little bit of stuff that I've been doing, thinking about, whatever. So I hope you guys sleep well, or if it's morning, I hope you have a great day. I'll be talking to you tomorrow bright and early, and bringing some more things. I'm going to bring some more things on pregnancy as well. So I look forward to talking to y'all tomorrow. Thanks for all your support, and I'll see you soon. Bye.